experimenting.
Producer,
here.
have we hit the 40 unique hero picks? Because Yi Sun Shin, Estes, Leslie, have we hit the 40?
Maybe this was like
If not 40, it's 39.
I do feel like we've hit 40, right?
I feel
The
like we've
show,
hit 40.
we haven't
No,
seen show yet.
I think we
No.
have.
Wait, have we?
I think we have.
I think my mind is getting messed up as well.
Either, or I
It
could
was-
have seen that yesterday. No, I feel like it was the day. I feel like it was the day. I feel like I saw a show.
Well, there are a lot of heroes that we haven't seen, right? Yi Sun Shin, for
Yeah, Yi Sun
example.
Shin, yeah.
Sans on the Yi Sun Shin as well. So a signature pick there. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't seen him in very, very long. I mean, the hero itself.
Well,
So I don't know what to expect from this draft. It's pretty experimental, I think, from both sides as well. But as we said, this is a game that both teams, there are less stakes on the table now, if we can put it that way. So there is room for such experimentation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 2 between ONIC and TODAK.
I think it is a very rare opportunity to be able to play a game with absolutely no pressure, just like no expectations. So you can just do whatever you want. And we're already seeing some pretty notable bits of chaos on the map as CW trying to steal the buff.
Yeah, doesn't quite get it, unfortunately, and now being chased down by Momo, actually has to back himself into that turret, and first blood goes the way of TODAK.
I actually didn't realize it until I said his name, but that is CW playing on a gold lane, high and dry Cho. I guess if there's any time to bring it out, now is the time. Sans, of course, going to be playing on a very signature Yi Sun Shin pick, but a fight already breaking out in the center. Moon taking a lot of damage. He as well is going to be playing on the Grok with Pull Yourself Together. So both these teams, they're just going all out today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you said, it's really not often that you get to play a game with no pressure, so you experiment as much as you can. Personally, I have also not, seen this much, diversity in the way that they pick different heroes.
But the thing is, the EXP lane is still a pretty normal matchup, so this is probably the most uninteresting lane to watch overall. Maybe that's a little bit biased. I mean, it's a game with no pressure. You want to see more interesting things. But yeah, Joom's gonna get picked off here as well.
Keyboy and Moon, a little bit of brawl here in the bottom side jungle. Moon getting too much damage, but pulls up the Guardian's barrier to save himself, and Keyboy backs away. Keyboy on the Selena though, also a signature pick, so I guess we can expect some good setups here for the team fight. But Sans going to be able to get the turtle here on the bottom side. Formase looking for some constellation prize here. Moon getting some damage, will knock up Boots and be able to get away. Momo though does not make that escape.
All things considered though, that was actually a pretty bad engagement for TODAK, and being able to walk out with only one casualty, even if it is their jungle, is actually not that bad. We already saw Boots jumping into the backline. 1v3 is able to zone out the entire TODAK backline, so you cannot count out Tamas.
Oh, Drian going right in with the Falling Star Moon under the turret, trying to get Formase here. 3 versus 1. Poor Formase just gets annihilated. Moon here for some backup, but a little too late to the party. Nothing much he can do.
Interesting wall from Moon, attempting to block off Boots under his own tower, but he also ends up blocking himself off as well, so there's not too much he can do to follow that up. But just trying to delay the Tamas a little bit, buy some time for Formase to come on back, though Boots 2 levels up on the Daroff already.
Moon again in the mid lane here, taking too much damage. Falling Star Moon gets, but the shields are enough to save him for now. Flame Shot misses the mark, doesn't manage to close it, and here comes the healing from Yumes as well to keep him alive for another re-engage, potentially onto Drian here, but it looks like they will not do so.
For those of you who may not be aware, Moon playing on a tank hero like Grok is actually not unprecedented, because there was a point in TODAK's history where Moon played quite regularly in the tank position. So while it's not his main role, he can still do stuff. Formase though, not getting a lot of chances. The Tamas being very impressive.
I mean, he was recently buffed, so it's understandable that he can do that, but the enhanced chains here and the knock-up Keyboy has to dash away to safety, but the damage continues to be piled onto him. Momo shuts down Keyboy.
Very well played there. I do really like the use of the enhanced chain to stop the Selena mid-path, knowing that he's definitely going to want to engage onto Yumes. ONIC already on top of the turtle as CW is trying to take out Momo, but the rest of TODAK is there to back him up.
They do get this objective, so right now ONIC Esports sitting at a 3k gold lead ahead of TODAK. Definitely will be able to press the advantage, looking to do that on the top side as well.
Yeah, looking at this game, but hold on, this game is going on to Chico, and I don't think he can run away from this. Yeah, it's a free kill going over for Keyboy, and ONIC Esports right now, they're really trying to push their advantage, and TODAK, they're not having a lot of opportunities to actually counter-engage against them.
Yeah, we can definitely see that ONIC Esports is playing very aggressively right now, and TODAK, they're just kind of responding to it, but it's understandable. Right now, Yume's gonna be caught out by himself. Keyboy versus Drian as well. Flicker allows him to escape.
They definitely need to find a way to shut down Yumes here. I mean, this healing has been just insane, keeping Moon alive to be able to keep the fight just going on or to reignite them again. And now the Way of Dragon coming out onto Formaze, and they get a revenge kill onto CW, but not quite enough to close the gap at this point.
I think this is also a good time to kind of explain why the damage Cho is not quite as effective as the tank Cho. We can see an engagement up here as well, but the blessing of the Moon Goddess is just keeping Yumes and Chiku so topped up that ONIC, not much they can do about it.
Moon is here to join the party though, gets the Guardian's Barrier to block off Drian's pathway out, finds Momo on the way out, and they're just collapsing onto him at this point. Shield's not enough to save him. Momo closes off that kill.
Yeah, but even though TODAK are managing to secure kills on the opposite side of the map, Formaze is now getting hunted down by CW, already not having a good EXP lane against Boots, and now getting targeted by the rest of ONIC. TODAK, they're winning out in top lane, but they're losing a lot of structures on the other two lanes instead.
Yeah, across the map, ONIC now has gotten 4 turrets compared to TODAK only 1, so ONIC definitely has the advantage in terms of the map space. They're pressing that as well by going into the jungle of TODAK now, just to strip them of the possible farm and buffs that they can get. But the healing coming from Momo keeps that fight alive, and Boots is the one that's in trouble instead. Formaze flickers in to continue the aggression, not going to be able to close that out. Sans is still safe, but they find Drian instead, and Hans chains to knock him up. He is tanky though, so not going to be able to take him down.
Yep. Oh, but CW gonna be able to find another one. The High and Dry Cho having a lot of fun here in this game. It's a risky style of the hero to play, but can be very rewarding in the sense that it's quite easy to execute these squishier heroes as long as they are caught off guard. Because of that, ONIC Esports gets another turtle.
That puts them even more ahead now, and they are trying to, well, push their lead in terms of objectives. It looks like ONIC just wants to close out this game as soon as possible, and understandably so. I think they also don't have too much to look. Well, they do have Sans for that damage as well, so probably better scaling in that sense. CW bottom side getting caught out, puts out the Way of the Dragon, but still going to get taken down. Top side, Formaze in trouble, takes damages and stuns to the face, will not be able to get out. The engages continue in the mid lane as well. It's just relentless. TODAK trying to go on to Drian here, but nothing else is going to happen to him.
This is just an example of absolute chaos on the Land of Dawn, as both these teams are just playing their hearts out on the stage. Formaze obviously knowing that he's not getting out of that situation, even putting out a few friendly recalls to his opponents before they are able to take him out. ONIC Esports obviously still have the lead, and they have a pretty solid scaling composition as well, so TODAK needs to be careful.
Yeah, and honestly, looking at this game, if I will describe this game, I would say it's a battle of testosterone. That's all I have to say. On to you guys.
It rages on. I mean, Keyboy now getting taken down by TODAK, and they're trying to... The heals coming from Yumes is just too much. Nobody on the side of TODAK has fallen, but they've taken out Boots as well as Keyboy. Trying to find Drian now. The enhanced chains gets the knockup, but no damage coming through at the moment. Chiku follows up the shots. Will it be enough to close off the kill? Not just yet.
Yep, looks like Drian will be able to get away, but CW and Sans in a little bit of trouble here. CW trying to get the stun for the reset on Shunpo. Blink forward, Abyss of Strike followed up by the charge from Moon, secures that kill.
Yeah, and now they can continue. They get the mid-tier 1 turret as well. So TODAK, they're starting to fight back now. 3 turrets secured on their side. This gives them the opportunity to contest for this first Lord of the game.
Right now, they're going to be doing a lot of damage, but Rian jumps in. A massive falling star. Moon Yume's going to be keeping them all topped up. Moon somehow still alive. Moon's going to be fixing that very quickly. San's getting targeted in the backline, but he's able to secure the Lord. Double kill going over the boost as he picks off Chiku. Looks like Formaze is caught by himself as well. A shutdown going on to the Tira, forcing Momo and Yume to retreat, but the falling star Moon makes sure that Estes isn't going to be walking away scot-free. Now being chased by 3 members of ONIC Esports. Momo can only watch on in terror as he is forced to flee from his oppressors.
ONIC Esports, even though TODAK responded, they respond in kind as well, taking out almost all the members of TODAK now, and they continue on this bottom lane siege, trying to take out the inhibitor. The Lord is coming as well, so they most likely will be able to get something out of this.
Yeah, Lord now going to be shoving in the bottom side. We can see that ONIC Esports going to be focusing on the bottom side and the middle lane, allowing the top lane to be cleared up. They want to be able to get some inhibitors here against TODAK, who are putting up a solid defense.
The Guardian's Barrier has just been insane in stopping that Lord from making any advances at all. So unfortunately, ONIC Esports couldn't make the best use of that objective. Have to back out now, clearing the jungle of TODAK. CW get the knock-up as well as the Way of Dragon onto Momo. It's 1 kill for them. Looks like they're pretty happy with that pick-off.
Way of the Dragon combo from CW at this point is going to be enough to take out pretty much any member of TODAK, perhaps with the exception of Moon. So they always have to be quite cautious when the Cho is within striking range. TODAK now, they've basically been forced to stay in their base, but Formaze is not happy with that arrangement, finds 1 kill. Drian in a bit of trouble.
Having to back out now. Looks like he will be able to get away, but that insane play by Formaze in Blackline, but CW though on the bottom gets taken out.
That's rough for CW. He tried to flicker in to get the Way of the Dragon onto Chiku, and if he had succeeded, that would have been a free kill on the Leslie, but he was just a little bit short. The sprint from Chiku enough to get him away, and that put him completely out of position. We can see in terms of item builds, CW going for a pretty default damage. Cho, Momo as well going for full damage on the Julian.
Sans chasing down Moon here in the jungle. Puts out enough damage to chunk down half his HP, but unfortunately doesn't look like they can close off that kill just yet. Mountain Shocker being popped now, but it's just going to help in providing vision.
Vision might be what they need right now, though knowing where TODAK is on the map will enable them to do something. Boots tries to go in on Moon, who he sees is low on HP, but TODAK, they have an Estes. That's not going to matter too much as they're able to disengage again.
Ooh, the Abyssal Arrow coming from Keyboard actually got Moon in the back, but the heals from Yumes just kept him up, and the Flame Shot wasn't enough to seal the deal. Right now, TODAK Esports, well, they're actually pretty even. I mean, they're about 4k gold apart, 12 to 15, so honestly, it feels as if it still could be anyone's game.
It definitely can still be anyone's game, especially with CW. He actually does escape from that with just a sliver of HP. Well played to the man right there. Drian now gonna be delaying for the rest of his team to take the Lord.
Yep, definitely going the way of Sans here. Gets a free Lord. ONIC pressing their advantage. Finds Momo the knockup too, but nowhere for him to go except back to the base. And now ONIC Esports trying to push this up. Yumes tries to get away from this fight.
Ooh.
Manages to do that and instead pick up CW on the way out. ONIC Esports, they have 1 member advantage. Drian looking to push that, going all the way in the back line.
And now Formaze is jumping in. He wants the kill on the Tamas, but misses the Abysm Strike. It gets taken out by Keyboy. Instead, we now have the Lord pushing in for ONIC Esports. 4v2, Abyssal Arrow finds Moon. While charge won't keep him alive. Yumes not going to be able to do anything to defend against this. And ONIC Esports will secure a victory against TODAK.
1-1, 1 game apiece, so ONIC Esports at least walks out of this series with a victory.
Yeah, and like I said, looking at the game, it was a battle of testosterone. They were just fighting and fighting and fighting. It's almost like ONIC took some pieces off from TODAK's book. It's like, you know what, we're gonna throw bodies as well, and then we'll see what happens. And I feel like in this